Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard the Weird Wednesday flight number 13. The time is approximately 12 midnight Eastern Standard Time. It's our pleasure to welcome you aboard Flight 13 from a service from where you're currently at to destination of unknown origin. We suggest any carry-on items don't need to be placed or stowed prior to closing the aircraft. Your items of choice should be placed directly in front of you for easy ease of access. Food, drinks, and snacks of your choice are highly recommended for your comfort. Seatbelts are not required, but as a warning, we may experience some turbulence along the way. Be warned. On behalf of the captain and your entire crew, it's our pleasure to have you aboard with us this evening. The seatbelt sign has now been turned off, so it's time to sit back and enjoy the ride.
What's up, people? How's it going? Three windows up here. Let's get rid of this one.
What's up? What's up? I love the sound of crunching gravel under your boots.
Yeah. Let's see here. Why do I click the side by side and it puts this one over the top of each other?
Oh, wait, I said that twice. I thought I was. Dude, what happened?
Oh, wait, something. How's everybody doing this evening? This fine Wednesday evening where it's cold here in Florida.
This wicked witchy Wednesday.
It's warmed up here. It's like 40 degrees now. Look at it.
Nice. But I just need about maybe 6 or 8 more seconds. But I love the intro too.
All right.
I'll get us to match our face one day.
There you go. Couple of weirdos. Weird Wednesday. You know, that's how it goes. That's how we roll.
10? What do you mean 10? Degrees?
Good God Almighty. That's freezing.
Well, what I don't, when they start getting like below things, I'm not cut out for that life. I'm not made for that life.
No, no, no way, Jose.
No, 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 no. I bitch when I have to take the credit card out and scrape my windows.
Yeah, I've had to do that for the last 3 nights in a row. Here
Have
in
you
sunny Florida.
have you had to cover your plants?
Yeah, I should have covered my plants. I lost all my banana trees, but they'll be back.
Yeah.
Had too many anyways. The whole front part of my front yard was like banana tree central. I started with one and then I had like three and then I had six and then there was 10.
Did they grow bananas?
Yeah.
Really? So you always had banana whenever you wanted them when they were there?
Nah, they only grow like one tree will like drop some bananas. And I had bananas on one tree out there, but I think the cold killed them all.
Or animals get to it?
Yeah. I don't have too much of a problem with the animals because they're up kind of high and they're right by my front door, basically,
Mm.
front porch. But yeah, the whole area out there needs some serious attention. really cold here in Iowa. Iowa sounds cold. Yeah. Yeah, I plan my Florida winter planning is for it to not be cold.
And don't eat snow. Don't eat the snow. Don't drink
Yeah.
the water. Do not eat the snow.
Cool is one thing, cold is a whole nother thing.
Freezing is a whole other thing.
Supposed to play glow disc golf tomorrow night. I don't know if I'm going to make it because I also got to play music Friday night outside, and then it's supposed to play music outside Saturday night. So I don't want to be out in the cold 3 nights in a row.
So you decided you are going to go for it? At least go with the first one, see how it goes.
The first sweat.
Gig outside.
Yeah, I'm hoping they put us indoors because ain't nobody going to want to sit out in freaking 30-degree weather.
They have indoors they could put you? Well,
Well, I
shit.
don't know. I've never played at this place I'm playing at Friday night.
Okay.
I've never been there, so I have no idea what the situation is. The place I'm playing at Saturday night, we have played indoors. I don't know if they're gonna want us to play indoors, but I'm gonna suggest it.
I don't
we
know how you can um
we just got to play
play
quieter.
and move your fingers when they're that cold.
Yeah, it's sucks. Yeah, Saturday night's supposed to be 27.
Yeah, no.
No, no, I ain't playing outside in that. It's not worth $150 to
That's
die.
when I'm out here walking, like crunching my hand, sweatshirt like this on my walk. You can't bend your fingers and do things.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks like I might not be making much money this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
But, I've come to accept it. Before, I used to get all pissed off and doesn't really do any good. Just raises your blood pressure. Can't control Mother Nature. She wants to kick your ass. She's going to kick your ass. And they
Always will win.
do about it. If Mother Nature says you ain't getting paid this weekend, you're just like, yes, ma'am.
Did you notice the smell?
Smell?
Her when she try to when if you take the snow, a lot of people are compacting it real tight and then lighting it. And some people, I mean, you see the black from like the soot of the lighter, what have you, but some of it is actually looking like it's burning and the snow's not melting. But what's even weirder is like the smells coming out of it. And I know for snow precipitation, the chemicals that they combine in order to, because rain is one thing, there's different ways for them to get it over there and shock it out of the clouds and, all these methods. Um, the other way, I just fell off the track. Oh, for the snow. It's basically the same stuff that's in the emergency. I might have said this last week. The emergency brake packs, freezer packs for first aid. You know how it gets cold like super fast and like fills up with that ice? Well, that's the chemicals. And so they put it up there and then they shock the stuff. And a lot of the stuff mixed in the snow is like the chemical crap to make snow. And I have a video and it shows how fast they can make the ice. Like it's from the geoengineering watch and how fast the ice is made and everything. But lots of unusual things going on out there.
Is what I want to know is who is they and who gave them permission to do this bullshit.
The UN, the deep state, and nobody did. They decided on their own.
Hmm. I think they should be drawn and quartered.
I think they should too. And it's even becoming more mainstream. Like Britain's totally protesting against it. And it's just, but what can you do? The Texas or people out in your state and Tennessee, they're like, okay, so you banned it, but we still see it. Well, Facebook has a campaign where all the meteorologists have pretty much the same photos of thumbnails of different chemtrails in the skies, and they say, oh, due to the rare phenomena of the ice crystals and the cooling in the air, contrails are going to be seen more frequently and are going to linger longer in the air than you're used to make up for the fact that people are like, we see these trails.
Yeah. If you're trying to melt a snowball with a lighter and it doesn't melt, that shit ain't normal. It's supposed to be ice. It's supposed to melt. It's frozen water. If it ain't melting,
At least start dripping in some,
if it ain't melting, you got some explaining to do.
not have a weird smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, people, hey Debbie, people need to totally pay attention to weather warnings right now. And I always say rule of thumb like 2 weeks, and that's medications for you, children, animals, food, everything. Um, and however much you can do. But I'm thinking right now, a month to even a month and a half is probably closer to be safe if you're in a really vulnerable area. And it's better to be safe than sorry. Like whatever you're able to do.
Mm.
And don't announce that you have it. Because we need everybody to stay safe and sound.
Mm. Melting snowballs smells like rubber. Yeah.
Hey, Christina.
Yeah, back in the day, you used to be able to, throw your snow in a catcher and let it melt and you'd have water. Nowadays, you do that, you probably have some sort of water and like a third eye.
Like a Simpson
I'm
fish.
growing a penis out of my forehead. I think
I'm a real dickhead.
yeah. Man, I don't know. I don't know. Some days that's all I can do is shake my head.
Yeah.
Some kind of world we're living in.
It's just the way it is. It's inevitable. It's just what it is. All we can do is know what's up, try to cover our booties the best we can, and buy as much time as we can. And live a life happy in the
I will not
meantime.
comply.
I will not comply. You know.
Evening beverage is a balloon pop, strawberry cream, prebiotic soda, caffeine free.
That probiotic stuff's really good for you.
Hopefully,
Well, like the probiotic, they have pre and pro, but it helps my cats out
yeah.
when they have their thyroid problems and when they are going through having to take antibiotics, and then their crap is like horrendous. It's kind of like Activia has the probiotics. But I started noticing like one of my little day, he would always cry. He always cries like go in the backyard, and he like loves to eat the grass and stuff. And he don't really throw it up, but it's like he cries and then he feels better after he eats it. And it's like animals know, have to know. Even the plant he eats that makes him throw up, he knows if he eats that plant, he's going to yak, but he chooses to do it. So there's got to be a reason. But I think there was like probiotics or something in the grass that might like help him. Yes, ma'am.
Damn it. Stop moving. Screens keep moving everywhere by themselves. Like,
What's the photo behind us? Is that a crystal of some sort? A gem?
what's that?
What is the photo, the background behind us?
Um,
Stock photo?
yeah, it's supposed to be moving. I don't know why it's not moving.
Or is it like a gem? Oh, oh no. Yay. It's crazy. Like, we're all in these different parts of the, country and stuff. And our little, oh, Rob, and our little boxes. That's gonna,
It's raining. Okay. Yeah, this thing's.
it has little
Oh, there
effects.
it goes. It's moving now.
I don't see it moving. The background?
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, it's moving on YouTube. Yeah. Oh, that's a trip. Yeah, I see it on that's so trippy. It's not doing it on my computer for some
Huh.
reason.
Yeah, it's like a hole in the forest.
There's a hole in the bucket.
So, how's everybody been doing this last first part of the week? Anything exciting going on in y'all's neck of the woods? I was looking for stories today, and there was a bunch of dumbass ones on there. Some just pissed me off. There was a girl that she got arrested because she threw a pork chop at her mom. I was like, so this is what it's come to. This is newsworthy that we have a teen girl that came home drunk, and of course her mom was pissed at her, and they started arguing, and the next thing you know, she picked up a pork chop and threw it and hit her mom with a pork chop. The police were called. Apparently they took her in. I was like, this is the kind of news we have.
And yet, this type of crimes we're actually dealing with,
Yeah.
that's what gets taken in.
She's yelling at her mom and cussing her mom out and throwing things at her because her mom obviously didn't beat her ass when she had the chance.
And it was probably like her dinner, like, I left this dinner in the fridge for you all night. And she's like, fuck you, Mom. I don't want your pork chops.
Glad I came home drunk when I was a teenager, which I did a couple of times. My mom would have kicked my ass. And if I'd have pork
My
chop
mom,
and hit her upside the head with it, she'd have beat my ass. And I would have pork chop
oh,
for the next 10 years, probably. Either that or I'd have a pork chop. I'd have a funny walk because I'd have a pork chop shoved up my butt. It's
Sideways.
hot. No, I guess parents can't.
Is that a pork chop in your pocket?
Pork chop sandwiches. Yeah,
Where are these dogs like sniffing your ass, man?
3 degrees. Good God Almighty. I
I
honestly just don't even. I can't even. Just I can't even relate to that. I don't know what I would do.
mean, I've been in it. I visited it. I've like can't, cabined it.
Not me.
I know the burn and the sting of the cold and all that on the face, and it's just enough for me to know that I'm not cut out for it. That's I'm not made for that life.
Coldest I've ever been in is here in Florida when it's got into the teens before, and I thought I died and gone to hell, frozen hell. But yeah, it's so cold that it actually burned. Yeah,
Yeah, you can get wind
three
chapped.
degrees and 10, 20, 30 below. No, I don't ever want to experience that. I'm sorry. Laugh at me if you want, but nope.
And I do things more like meticulously and like I think everything out. Like I don't want to have to add shoveling the walkway to get to my car or to go to the store. Like one more thing. Like call me lazy.
Inconvenience when I have to put long pants on to go outside.
Dude, it's inconvenient when I gotta put pants
Yeah.
on. But yeah, 75 with slight breeze. I'm happy. Preferably coastal, low
I
humidity.
remember when I first met Darcy down here,
In a brass
we were
bra.
going to go out one night and she opened her
The
trunk and I was
police.
like, "What's all that?" She's like, "Oh, that's my winter survival kit." She was from Indiana. I'm like, "What do you mean survival kit?" She's like, "Well, it gets so cold, in the winter that like if your car breaks down, you like you could die." Like, damn. She's like, "You don't have a like a survival kit?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's like a
Oh,
towel, an extra pair of baggies, some flip flops, and a bottle of rum."
hell, people die out here because of that. They're, buried alive in their cars. It's so cold. And you're right, Linda. There's no difference between 30 to 0. Just like I say, once it gets to be like 112 or 118 or 120, like hot is hot.
Yeah,
You don't really feel like you feel other degrees, but once you get to like 108 or 112, you really don't feel it. I remember Fresno, I get out of the car just to go to the mall and I couldn't breathe till like I got inside. Like it was so hot. I was not made for that life
yeah,
either.
yeah. I mean, it's I live in Florida and it gets hot. Like there's a
No
there's a
extremes.
good 3 to 4 weeks out of the summer where it just sucks. It's just miserable. Like
Yeah, I'll get like 118 out here.
yeah. I mean, there's just
But Fresno was humidity. That was how it made me like suffocate when I would get out.
it's hot when you can go to the beach and jump in the ocean and you're in the ocean sweating because the
No.
ocean is like the ocean water is like 90 degrees. But yeah, doesn't last terribly long. Just a few good weeks in the summer that it's just miserable. But yeah, it definitely gets hot here. Not hot like Arizona or out there where it's like 118. Oh, it's a different. It's a dry heat. Bullshit. It's fucking hot. Whatever it is, it's hot. Yeah, it is humid here. I mean, Florida's a sandbar. We live in a swamp. But we went sleeping with the window open the last I don't know, about a week now. Even
I still have to have a little bit of
yeah,
air.
for some reason,
Whether it's cold, I just cuddle up in my comforter, like all nice and whatever. And ooh, it could be cold up there. It's all fine.
yeah, yeah. For some reason, I sleep better with the window open. I don't get as congested and weirded out at night. Wake up with a headache.
I'm gonna grab my coffee pot right quick.
Right?
Right quick.
Yeah, I got a blanket that it's magic blanket. I don't know. I don't know what it's made out of. It's purple and fuzzy, but man, that thing is it's the best blanket in the world. Like Linus with that blanket. But if I'm cold, man, throw that thing on. Instant warmth, but not too hot, just warm. I got some of these goofy articles. Well, depends on how you look at it. Goofy or horrible, horror, horror. This this one, three die after satellite navigation. Google Maps sends them off the end of an unfinished bridge. That's gotta suck. You're like, how can that happen? Well, look at it. It's a long bridge, and you're driving at night, and you're just following your GPS or following Google Maps or Waze or whatever you use, and it's like, go straight 4 miles. You just drive off the end of the bridge. And still, you may say, how could you do that? You're not paying attention. Well, supposedly, it was nighttime and it was real foggy. And these guys were just rolling down the road until they weren't. And my beard is looking epic. It's looking pretty white. It's grayed out. I don't know what, but let's see what it says here. What the hell? A bizarre and tragic accident in India has highlighted the importance of not relying too heavily on your car's satellite navigation. While satellite navigation systems can be extremely useful in helping you find your way around, they can also be quite problematic when the maps they're using haven't been properly updated to reflect current road realities. We've heard quite a few stories over the years of people ending up in hot water after blindly following their satellite navigation's instructions. But this latest incident, which occurred recently in India, is certainly one of the most tragic. It involved three men who had been driving home from a wedding on Saturday, November 23rd, when their vehicle drove straight off the end of an incomplete bridge. All three were killed as the car plummeted 50 feet onto the ground below. When investigators arrived on the scene, they discovered that the men had been following satellite navigation instructions that were outdated and hadn't accounted for the state of the bridge, which had been closed due to partial collapse. According to reports, four engineers have since been arrested in connection with their deaths. Poor visibility due to thick fog at the time of the accident was also thought to be partially the blame. The officials must be held accountable for this negligence, one of the men's relatives told a local news outlet. Why was the bridge left incomplete, and why were there no safety measures in place? He's got a point. Definitely has a point. I
Oh,
mean, you think there would be some barricades that would say bridge out ahead, and, at least some like concrete barricades at the end. I don't know what's worse, slamming into those or just driving off plummeting 50 feet.
you would think. Hey, our box has disappeared, and your voice kind of. I have mine turned up to 100, and it's not like stadium-y, but your voice is a little quiet.
A little quiet.
Yeah, like
How is that?
let's see.
Is that much better?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm still struggling. I got my brand new Volt 2 interface here that's going back tomorrow. I'm tired of futzing with that thing.
Dicking around with it.
And a RAM,
Started dicking around with it.
break my tools. Yeah, can't get it right. So
My shoes are
I'm using this old mixer that I used to use, and for some reason, to me, I don't know if it sounds like you guys, but it sounds to me like I'm talking in a cone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. It's not like stadium-y, but it's almost like, yeah. Like, I
Check.
got my stuff turned all the way up. I mean, it sounds good and it sounds, you know, I
Check.
I understand, yeah.
Weird. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the problem is. How's that? Is that any better? Or is that worse?
It's not worse.
Chicken check.
Oh, I am freezing. I started grinding my own coffee beans.
Oh yeah.
So, first time it was kind of grittier and like it was weak. I did it towards like almost like cocoa powder, like fine, and it came out pretty strong. But it's in a it's in a regular like coffee maker. Like, what do you think I should have the grit be at? Like the should it be more powdery, more gritty, more like what?
What kind of coffee maker? What kind of? How do you make your coffee?
It's in a coffee maker. I can't remember the name of it.
Is it like a Mr. Coffee thing, or is it like a drip over, pour over thing? French press.
It's not a French press. It's one of them has like a coffee maker on one side. You pour in like a regular Mr. Coffee, then you can have hot water do tea on the other side of it.
Ah,
So yeah, and it has like a little shower thing on the top where the water showers out over the coffee filter.
Frank Rizzo. Yeah, I use an Aeropress nowadays, and
You
I
know, so is my sister. She uses something like that.
yeah, I've been using that for a while now because my I was using a French press, and it kind of took took a dump, and I was using the pour over thing. And I still have that, but the Aeropress is pretty cool. And I grind mine. I have two different ones. I got one that's like ground like espresso, and it comes out pretty damn strong. And then the other, I usually grind it just kind of, I don't know, medium, something like that.
Just like how to optimize the bean and the coffee. 'Cause this, I just kept it going, and it was like so powdery, like soft, like ooh, it smells so good. And then it came out like black.
Yeah.
Hey, Ulrich, peace out. I never knew you was peace in. I never saw you enter the room, but thank you for stopping by. Well, glad to see you, Barry. This
Check
is
one, two.
shy.
Is that any better? No, I still sound weird. I don't know. I don't know why.
I don't know. It's not as like coney or whatever as earlier.
Hmm. Coney.
Coney. Corny, Coney.
Corny.
And now we're
I
Cody.
got the old SM58. I'm using the 55. And I got Electro Voice here. They all freaking sound the same. I just need to go get one of them damn USB Blue Yeti or something. Just plug it in and be done with it. Quit messing with all this crap I got. Yeah, there we got this chai, choi, whatever, however you say it. It's really good. But man, if I put it in a plastic cup, that's a no go because the flavor and the smell lingers for like ever. But yeah, we got this Tazo something organic chai that's got, I don't know, it's got cinnamon and all kinds of stuff in it, and it's, man, it's good, really good. I don't even know what chai is or kai or however you say it.
Isn't chai like a seed or something?
Hmm.
I don't
I,
know.
I've drank it, but I don't exactly know what it is. I'm uneducated on the chai. What the hell is chai? Let's look it up real.
Cloves and chai.
Chihuahua. No, I'm not drinking Chihuahua. Hopefully not.
Hmm. Yeah.
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua what? Did you see that thing with the horse?
Yeah. I identify.
30,000 a pop. She's all laughing like shh. They go, oh, because then they don't have to like ship the, animals around and risk injury and all that. But wow.
Yeah.
I don't drink Chihuahua. I don't speak Chihuahua. Because Rob is badass. That's why. I think Rob is like seriously the GOAT.
I'm just trying to look up chai, and it's giving me chai AI and Chihuahua and Chiweenie, and it's like, isn't it spelled CHAI?
Or
Or am I spelling
CHI.
chai? Chat AI platform.
What's chai tea made out of? Yeah, AI. A spiced Indian black tea, aromatic spices, cinnamon, cardamom, yep, cloves, ginger, black peppercorns, combined with strong black tea, milk, a sweetener, sugar, or honey.
Yep.
Common additions can include fennel, star uh, anise, or nutmeg with recipes varying by household. But the core is a spiced black tea with dairy. That's why I always thought it was kind of weird sometimes. Like had kind of like this taste I couldn't put my finger on.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't drink Chihuahua either. No, hopefully not. Maybe have in the past and didn't know it. Ooh. Had that taste in my mouth before. It's got a twang to it.
You wake up and it's like look in your face. Fennel star. I like to only put it in my spells. The stars look pretty in certain things too when you leave them whole. I woke up this morning to getting scratched in the face again. And then this whole ear of earrings, I had all hoops. It's hard for me to put these little tiny hoops in myself with like a bad back.
Yeah.
So I just went and stuck a whole bunch of studs in for now on that side, just so my holes wouldn't close up and filled in the gaps. I think though I have like an earring, a hoop inside of a piercing up here somewhere. The cat scoots across me his back legs and then he takes everything off my face with him.
I got these tunnels and I have hoops through them. And the other day, my balls fell out. My
Oh
ball,
no.
and I just like caught it. I don't even know why it felt. It was like, I guess, rolling around in the bed or something. And I moved and I must have pulled it out or something.
Wait, was it like a plug that had like a ball thing in it?
And it's just a ring, with a ball in it.
Oh, the ball, the screw ball.
Yeah, it's not screw. It just pops in place. But
Oh.
yeah, it takes me forever. God, I used to be able to just pop them in, and
Yeah.
yeah,
I
took
have
me
one
forever.
I've never taken out since I've had it pierced because I don't want to screw with it. This little one here, this little black with the little ball that
Yeah,
pops in. I don't want to screw with it. Or this one here that goes up and down through this part. It's like a little half a barbell, half a barbell. But you can't really see it because it's like dark. Oh, there it is.
here, I'll shine some light on it.
But I'm like, yeah, I can't. I'm afraid I could probably get one in this one though, but I don't want to screw with the other one. But these little tiny hoops, they're so pretty. I had a whole bunch of them. They're very small and they look so nice when they're all like laying down flat, like on both sides. Jeff used to be able to get these in for me because he knows how to pop it in fast, knows not to like worry about trying not to hurt me and being too delicate because by being too delicate you're actually pulling and tugging, and the more you do that the more you can feel it swelling up.
Yeah,
So, like, dude, just do it fast because I'd like to get all of them done. And so he knew he could just jam it through there and you know don't worry about it.
yeah,
I can't deal with these myself.
yeah.
I have these like hoops up here I can't reach. I need someone to help me like color my hair now because it's like hard for me to get my like arms like up to like color my hair. So I haven't in a few months. It sucks having back shit.
Yeah.
If I get banned, can you do a spell I wake up with a horse wiener? Oh wow. Uh there are spells for things like that. But I'm afraid that'd come back to bite me in the ass somehow. If you really want a horse wiener, I could send you a spell. That's scary though. I swear the first time I thought that thing was giving birth. I thought that was a calf's leg falling out. Whoa. Alabama John says he wants to talk to you right now. He's live on Rumble. Come by when you can.
Rumble, lumble, lumble.
Rumble. I don't have my Rumble, unfortunately. I don't have my account right now. Yeah, I just haven't, but I have so much like I'm getting so much gray so fast. It's incredible. Like I can't even believe how fast my hair. I have gray in my eyebrows. I looked 2 days ago. I'm like, Mom, I have a silver eyebrow here,
Yep.
part of one over here, and she's laughing. It's not funny. It's just diet. I want to diet my eyebrows.
Yeah, my hair. I mean, I got gray all in my hair, but it stays pretty dark. Stays pretty. That's like my natural color.
I am
But
so salt and pepper now. It's like sickening. I don't know what happened to me.
but yeah, this man, this is just all. Ever since the whole heart thing and anesthesia and almost dying a couple times and you know all that stuff. Man, everything just came back. Like it's not even gray; it's just white now. Like
Yeah.
I could grow the full beard and be Santa Claus. Santa Claus with a tan.
Mine luckily kind of looks like like a silver, like the white parts make a really pretty like white silver. But I don't think I'm going to be someone that's going to go all white for some reason. Eventually later maybe.
Yeah.
And that's when I'll, like punk it up with some like nice pink or something. It does look good on Rob. Like since Steve moved to where they live, he's got the big beard now.
Yeah, he does.
Out on the land,
He looks like when I
living
see him,
life.
I'm like, damn, it looks like Rob Halford.
Seriously. And then he did that video. He did a AI video of him as him in like a leather jacket. Like, whoa, like spit image.
Yep.
Gray blonde in my eyebrows. You want gray hair. And then I think about gray like other places too. Yeah, gray does look. And ever since I've been younger, like I've always kind of had like even high school kind of had a little thing for guys like that kind of had the salt and pepper hair. I don't know why. I just thought they looked like distinguished or something.
Oh, hey, I'm right up your alley then.
Okay.
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Left eye. Isn't she the one that her house burnt down, or was that the other? One of them.
Oh, Barry. Yes, indeed.
Oh man, I was gonna try. I wonder if I got any batteries for this damn thing. Oh boy, these batteries are crusty. I don't think they work anymore.
Here, why don't you throw me up an article while you're playing with that?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. I could have, like last night, I was looking at stuff. I found some really crazy stuff. All right. Well, this is one Jason did the New York Post article. I've got this is like the Star article. But I also happened before I saw this, I was seeing all the photographs that this guy Tyler posted. Wait, our boxes are gone again.
Damn boxes.
Because then I can't see where I'm pointing. I don't know if I can see where I'm pointing anyway. It was interesting. The black and white one, you can see a contrail on the back, and then Tyler at the bottom, before I saw those, had taken photos, and a lot of other people were showing how they've been seeing the bombers flying around, and the fact they do have contrails, and it's like, well, obviously, whatever it is, either wants to be seen or whatever reason for that. Is it the weather? I don't think so. I don't know. But they're saying, it's more of a Dorito shaped than a bomber shape, but you see like the contrail right behind it like that. I don't see UFOs with contrails. But what they have to say. And then I put a couple other people's British Airways behavior breaking news. It's too slow to read. Explorer spotted over in the one. An explorer sent an eerie image of a mosquito flying over the top secret Area 51 military base. A backpacker was recording his stay in the desert by the Nevada base on January 14 when he noticed something odd in the night sky. Anders Otterson spotted an unidentified aircraft flying above the military site at 3 a.m. local time. The off-grid videographer said this object appeared to be an equilateral equilateral triangle shape, which UFO researchers have dubbed the Dorito. Otterson noted that he had spotted a B-2 Spirit flying over 2 hours earlier, but this was different shape than the Dorito. The videographer who runs the channel on Canny Expeditions said the unexpected flying object he saw did not appear to have wings or flatter tailing edges. He said, "Are we looking at a classified test flight or run-of-the-mill training sortie? I certainly think we have something interesting here." With this baffling find, a scanner checking encrypted radio frequencies around Area 51 picked up an unusual pattern made up of code words, the YouTuber exclaimed or claimed. These code words were bizarrely related to snacks and food. Otterson and UFO researcher Jorig alleged they heard phrases like imperial with garlic, pretzel snack, and fridge hydrate being passed about in the exchange. Despite this bizarre sighting, Otterson said there was a chance the Dorito object he saw could have been a bomber plane, and the odd phrases might have been military jargon. Otterson said he spotted the Dorito UFO shape in the skies 2 other times. The videographer claimed to have seen an as yet unacknowledged triangle-shaped aircraft back in 2014 over Wichita, Kansas, and Amarillo, Texas. Area 51 has been a mysterious military base totally closed off to the public, opening up to decades worth of conspiracy theories about the site and military activity there. And they go on to talk about some of the conspiracies about what they do there. Last year, mystery towers spotted at the site on Google Earth launched terrifying alien technology claims from worried social media users. A triangle tower creating a long shadow was surprisingly spotted on Google Maps and snapped by curious viewers. So, I don't know. Could it be something different? A military was escorting it if it indeed is a different shape? Because you can see the shape of the ones the people photographed. It's just the fact, and the contrail looks kind of different in that photo, at least, than the types that are coming out of these bombers. And it's strange to see the contrails coming out of them anyway. Like, what do you think, Rob?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, who's to say? Some people are like, yeah, if it's UFO, if it's alien, we won't have a contrail, but who knows? Maybe it does. Do I think we have, top secret aircraft, spacecraft, whatever? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, people in comments were saying, they'd look it up on like a flight radar and it doesn't. Of course, they're not going to. I mean, the Strato tankers and Globemasters and Lockheed Martin, that shows up, the helicopters show up. Um, a bomber is not going to show up on flight radar.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, this one looks pretty weird.
I know, and I'm like, is that because the sun, or did you do something to it,
Hmm.
or is that just the way it looks? Because why is it that color, like red,
Well, who knows?
over Herman? And they
Hmm.
all have two lines, like two sprays, and the Dorito appears to have like one long one.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like it's being like muted out by the black and white or anything. Yeah, they're called stealth for a reason.
Is that a nacho cheese Dorito or is that like a flaming hot? I would
It's a
say the red is probably the flaming hot one. Cool Ranch. There you go.
definitely a Cool Ranch Dorito.
Yeah, I have a fond affection for chips and salsa, but I had to just say no. I've
When
recently here I quit eating them again. About I don't know. It's been about a month now,
quit
almost.
eating what?
Nacho chips and salsa. Not
Oh, you were eating it.
yeah, not Doritos, but just
Chips and salsa.
yeah, and chips and guacamole and chips and yeah. That's my downfall. One of them. So I had to stop that. But lately, I've been eating popcorn, which is probably no better. Corn, which
I
is
love popcorn.
yeah. I've been trying to find the we got like bags like that you put in the microwave and they suck.
Don't do those. Just do it on the stove, Rob, in a pot, and put oil at the bottom and a lid, and just like shake it over the burner like this till it starts popping inside.
Yep, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, best popcorn ever.
I've been trying to find the right popcorn. Before we had I don't know some organic white corn, and it was good, but the kernels didn't pop like big fluffy. They were like I don't know hard
Did
to
they get all like stuck in the oil too and shrink down once they pop?
not too terribly bad. The stuff in the bags, yeah, it was horrible.
That stuff shouldn't even be eaten.
I went through 5 bags before I got one to pop. I'm like, this is bullshit.
And never try the caramel. I don't know why I've always gone back and thought, okay, this time it'll be different. I'm gonna like follow the directions, really good this time, even though I hadn't been doing it right every other time. Always sucks. You need like and they make the caramel corn bags like half the size of a regular bag.
I cooked some popcorn or I should say, I popped some popcorn um, in the air fryer like a week ago. That was interesting. It
Oh
actually
wow.
worked. I was surprised it worked.
Was it taste good?
Yeah, it's all right.
Like an air popper?
Sorta, I guess, kinda.
My aunt had given us when we were kids, like at Christmas, the family like this big old popcorn set, and it had the big pot, and it has a handle you turn. It's metal, and when you turn the handle, it has like the thing on the bottom that spins. So when you pour the oil and the seeds in there and it's on the stove, you just and you have a lid, you turn the handle and it's constantly stirring the seeds around, so nothing's burning and it would like pop to perfection. Then, of course, all the different little toppings and other stuff. We get this one topping, it is so good. It's like this kettle corn um, stuff that you put on your popcorn, and it's like so good.
Huh.
Now, to make some popcorn.
Yep. I haven't made it in a few nights now. I know corn's probably not the greatest thing for you because it's funny because it all says non-GMO. Isn't like all corn GMO nowadays? Like I don't know.
Plus, Bill Gates' corn is making men infertile on purpose.
Bill Gates. He's one that should deserve a swift kick in the nuts.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm still looking for the perfect popcorn. I don't know.
The
More
perfect popcorn. You should put up like a popcorn poll.
popcorn pole.
Yeah, I'm looking for the perfect popcorn. I like to get in on that.
Popcorn pole.
I always think of Madonna when I think of popcorn because I told you how, when like growing up, uh, 6 to like 9 or 10, I was so obsessed with her. I loved her so much that um, my entire room was wall to wall Madonna posters, door posters. Every magazine that she was in, I cut out, like, would like rip out the page or, like buy it just for the one little picture. And I'd cut it out and tape it. Whole wall collage. Loved her. Um, and then there was a book my dad Xeroxed at his work for me. I rented from the library. And she's like, when I moved to New York, because she was so poor, she goes, all I ate was popcorn because it was cheap and it fills you up.
Hmm.
And I always think that when I eat popcorn, because it is relatively cheap and it does fill you up. I
Yeah.
don't think I could live off of it, but, you know, you do get full.
Yeah.
Do you ever catch yourself sitting there and just like totally cramming popcorn
Oh
in your
yeah.
mouth?
That was why I originally got
Like,
the
dude, I'm a pig.
yeah. That's why I originally got the little bags because it's like 100 calorie portion size. It's like you eat it and it's done. You don't just like yeah. I mean yeah. I can like mow a whole bowl of popcorn and not even know it. Especially if you're watching a movie or something.
Like, I make my own. I pop it in some, oil. Um, Sometimes I'll melt some butter in a coffee cup and pour like a little over the top, and then like I put the popcorn in the cup. Shake it out to kind of coat it around. Sometimes I don't put the butter because a lot of times the oil is enough, like that it got cooked in. That if you just put salt on it,
Yeah.
it's perfectly fine. And so I'll just have like the salted popcorn, and I'll be just and then it's like I'll be eating it, and then I'm just like taking handfuls and cramming it in my mouth to where there's all these like little bits everywhere. I'm like, what the hell am I doing, man?
Yep.
Like, why am I eating like that?
Yep. Yeah. Darcy's always like, "You're dropping popcorn all over the floor."
Oh, you can guarantee I'm gonna have popcorn everywhere. I'll find popcorn in my bra next one. I'll get to go take a shower. Popcorn's falling out.
Mm. Yeah, Madonna did. She went through a strange look there for a little while.
It's because the eyebrows.
Yeah.
I hate that. Do you have another article?
Yeah. This one is back. Old DB's back.
Douchebag?
Back in douchebag. Old douchebag's back. Let's see. Where do I go? How do I work this thing?
Mhm.
This one is back. Old D.B. Cooper, FBI publishes new 686 page dossier.
Ooh.
D.B. Cooper mystery.
Mm-mm.
Damn, somebody at the FBI was bored. Who was D.B. Cooper? Federal Bureau of Investigation. One of their new documents includes some intriguing new information and the insights into the hunt for the infamous crook, D.B. Cooper. One of the most notorious unsolved crimes in American history. The hijacking, which occurred on November 24th, 1971, began when a man who identified himself as Dan Cooper boarded the Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305 to travel from Portland to Seattle. During the trip, Cooper called over one of the flight attendants and asked them to write out a note declaring that he had a bomb in a briefcase and that the plane was being hijacked. When the aircraft stopped at Tacoma International Airport, he allowed the passengers to leave in exchange for 4 parachutes and the sum of $200,000 in cash. After the plane had taken off again, Cooper strapped the bag of money to himself, put on one of the parachutes, and jumped his ass out somewhere between Seattle and Reno. No trace of him was ever found. Now, more than 50 years after this incident, the FBI has published a large dossier of newly declassified material pertaining to the case. Consisting of 686 pages, the new release doesn't really do much to solve the mystery itself, but it does offer some fascinating insights into the form of memos, notes, into the hunt for this culprit. Among the new revelations revealed by the dossier are, in fact, that Cooper had taken apart one of the sets of parachutes that had been brought on board, meaning he may or may have only asked for more than one to give an impression that he had intended to take a hostage. The files also reveal that he had seemingly been well up to speed on specific details of the flight, possessing knowledge of the plane beyond even the flight crew. Could this mean that he had some connection to the aviation industry? Hmm. Dossier also reveals that the FBI has been looking into a whopping 325 suspects. You can check out the dossier for yourself on the FBI's website right here. Boom. And you can actually go, we'll get rid of old Dan Cooper, and we'll go to the FBI's website. I'm probably putting myself on a list just for coming here, but there is the FBI website that you can check out all kinds of things recently added. What's recently added? Disclaimer. If you come here, we're going to put tracking devices in your pants pocket. But yeah, you can go and you can read the whole thing on the actual FBI website if you're so inclined to do so. I read through a little bit of it. 325 suspects have been placed under investigation. That same day, 220 had been eliminated, either through showing of photographs or witnesses, definitely establishing their whereabouts at work or elsewhere. So yeah, I don't know. DB Cooper's back in the news, but I don't know. Does it mean anything? FBI. Somebody at the FBI must have been bored and read up on DB Cooper and so hey, let's open up this investigation.
Yeah.
Check him out. Who knows?
Oh, I had to go grab. Look at your medicine package. That's gonna go off in a minute. To make sure it's always exactly on time so they can't say
Yeah, that's why I'm supposed to take my medicine at the same time every day. I had my cardiac rehabilitation session yesterday, and the dude was hammering me on that. Like, you really need to take them at the same time every day. I'm like, damn, dude, that's a lot of work.
I know, and if it's twice a day, they want it to be like exactly 12 hours or whatever.
Yeah,
And I know I was getting like lax on like I'd give it to him at like 2 in the afternoon and 2 in the morning, sometimes 3 in the afternoon, 2 in the morning, sometimes 1 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, So I'd be off by some hours, but I guess that was enough to really mess it up. I don't know.
it's true
So now
gravity.
it's exactly 11, 11, 11, 11, 11
Oh, yeah.
for all two
And
of them.
it's a miracle if I remember to take mine. I gotta like, my brain is so Swiss cheesed
I have
nowadays.
alarm set.
Yeah, I gotta like, when I take a medication, I try to turn it upside down, you know. And yeah, I had one of those little pill things, morning meds, night meds, and by the day,
But then you got to remember to go to that.
yeah, I know it's
See this? I have everything lined up because I can't remember anything. Like we have 7:30. Wake up, just in case I don't want to sleep in 11 o'clock. The cat medicine. 4 o'clock. Make sure to start doing the cat stuff. 6:30 or 6:55. Take my walk. Last minute setup every Sunday, so I know by 6:55 I have to be out there smoking and walking, or else I'm gonna, 8:55. Weird Wednesday goes live. 11 o'clock night medicine for the cats. I just add alarms.
yeah.
Except now, since it fell in the toilet during the Christmas party, the alarm decides when it wants to go on and off. And when it does go off, it'll ring like twice and then it just goes silent. So I have to hear it like right away.
It's crazy because I lost my phone in the ocean. Like, it got washed out like with a wave, and I actually have it in on one of my YouTube videos. I like come, I like went out and somehow by the grace of God found it. It washed back up, and I saw it, and I ran and dove on it, and yeah, I come up out of the water, and it's still recording. So yeah, it got fully like washed out to sea and was out there for probably five
You had
minutes.
the video too, didn't you?
Yeah,
Were you magnet?
what's that?
Were you magnet fishing at the time? I don't remember.
I was just out of the beach surf fishing.
Well, this had happened one other time because my mom says, don't keep your phone here because, I've been doing that for like 15 years, because of radiation. So I've been trying to keep it in my back pocket. Unfortunately, the type of pants there, when you pull your pants down, the phone flops out. I can't think all the time to grab my phone out. So it has fallen one other time. I was able, like, as I'm pulling my pants down, clean water. I was able to grab it out real fast, shook it out, dried it out. I didn't have any problems. And then 6 months later, it just happened again. Grabbed out real fast, tried to shake it out, didn't, you know, wad up a paper towel, shove it in there or anything, but I wasn't getting like liquid problem things. But all of a sudden, like all sorts of weird stuff is happening with it now. And it's like, is that just coincidence? Because they're probably wanting to phase the phone out because it's an
Yeah,
11, or is it from the water? I don't know.
yeah.
Like 2 weeks later, I go to plug my charger and it's like moisture detected and can't charge. I'm like, bro, I've been charging ever since then.
Yeah. Salmon cakes. I made salmon cakes for dinner like
Yummy.
3 or 4 nights ago, 4 or
You
5 nights.
did. I love salmon cakes. I love crabby cakes.
I made some crab cakes a couple of weeks ago. They were horrible.
Why?
They tasted like
Was it the crab?
it was canned crab, and I don't know. They just taste. They just. I ended up throwing them half of them away. They were just nasty.
Did you taste the crab first?
Yeah, it tasted. I
And it
don't
was
know.
all right.
It didn't have much of a flavor. I think that's the problem. They tasted
Um,
like cardboard cakes.
so it was like totally dry, huh?
They weren't dry, but I don't know. They just. I don't know. Just
It
maybe it
sucked.
was just me. I don't know. But yeah, they sucked.
Yeah, come out here so I can take you to the pier, Pigeon Pier, and get some real Dungeness crab right off the fishing boats.
There you go.
Ooh, in the little corner market where you walk right up at the pier, and you can get like fried calamari and uh, with the little tentacles, and they have the fish and chips and all the fun pier food. Catch Joanne's with like the real deal stuff.
Hmm.
Buy right off of the dudes coming right in the dock.
Nice. Yeah, I've been gonna go crabbing again or fishing, and man, it's just been too damn cold for my likings. Maybe I don't know. Keep saying maybe in a couple of days, but yeah, man, the weather ain't looking so grand today. 35 high of 56. Friday 45 high of 64. Saturday 27 high of 53. Sunday 23. Good God, no, that's just bullshit. Monday 27, Tuesday 32. Woo, got a heat wave coming Wednesday, supposed to be 39. All the way to Friday 39. It's going to be cold like all freaking week here. What the hell is going on?
A global freeze because they knew their global warming was up.
Yeah.
Burp, burp, burp. All right, what am I? What's I got? What's I got? What's I got? What's I got? I got
23. What the?
23.
23.
23 and me.
Mm. I don't see how the homeless people live in that or anywhere where it's that cold.
Mm-mm.
I always like think, I always like I'm driving around, I see homeless people here and there and everywhere. And I always think, man, if I was homeless, I always look for a place where I would like, you know, camp out or hang out.
Try to
Like,
insulate yourself.
yeah, yeah. I'm like, oh, there's a good spot. If I was homeless, I would sleep there.
Well, the thing is, remember when we had these freezes like before the invasion, it was hard. They would have to go around in Florida. I remember they would actually tell the people to like get off the streets, especially like before like a hurricane or whatever. Like they would go to all your homeless and say, you need to get off the streets and go somewhere, and
Yeah.
blah blah blah. I don't know if they're still doing stuff like that. I've heard that nobody should expect any help this time around. They didn't give help the last time around. They're not going to give help this time around, and any help they do is going to be very scarce.
'Cause what
Um,
sucks, we got a bunch of homeless people here, but like, some of them are truly homeless and
for
they
real, legitimate people.
yeah, but there's so many of them that are just shitheads. Like the people that are downtown, that you walk by and it's a tourist town and
And they're the ones taking.
yeah, and they're like, "Give me some money," and if that's no way to ask for money is telling someone to give you money. So people ignore them. So then they start yelling at them and cussing at them. And I'm like, damn, you just need a good old fashioned ass beating. That's my
We have neighbors out here. I see on the next door site, there's this woman that goes around. She's like collecting all sorts of like bedding. And of course, these people have to be able to be up like or they're not going to get soaked, but like comforters and bedding and stuff for like basically their dogs and the people, like, to keep everybody warm. So she wants lots of comforters, lots of jackets, lots of stuff to bundle these people up. And one lady had one of those big old dog beds for like the people and the dog to sleep in, where it's like a big pod. I'm like, oh, people are going to fight over that. And that thing's going to get wet, heavy, left behind somewhere. But I just hope that, some people can get use out of it.
Yeah.
And she's going to like the legitimate, spots where this is like none of their faults.
Yeah. Yeah. I was coming home from a gig one night, and this couple started following me. And it's like, 2 in the morning. I'm walking to my car, and they're behind me. And, the guy starts saying, "Yo, give me money. Give me some money." You know, I mean, dude, I'd give the shirt off my back if somebody needed it. I've given people money before that's like literally the last dollar in my pocket. I don't care. But, when somebody's like asking you like that, like telling you like you owe them money,
Demanding it.
yeah, I'm like, I'll give you something. It ain't going to be money.
People need to watch out. People are doing these scams like to come up in your space, asking for directions, asking you to pray with them. And then they're like pulling jewelry, films, all this crazy stuff. So, be smart, keep them away. And then I seen a guy at the store today asking inside for change for a 20. And they didn't have, change for a 20. So I went out to a guy at the car plugging, asking change for 20. And I don't think he was scamming the guy because I saw him actually trying to get change. But I thought that's another thing people could do, to try to get up close into people, because people are trying to find all these different ways to like get up in your personal space now.
Yeah.
So you have to like really, windows up and blah blah blah. This article was interesting because we've been talking about like the Havana syndrome off and on, and then we had all those booms going across the country years back, and the humming sounds, and those are still going. And because like I have really bad humming off and on all the time and ringing that I've had looked at, and a bunch of us here like sensitive to it, and these articles really catch my attention. So this here, mysterious hum rattles American city as residents report sleepless nights and rising fear. In the past few days, it's been getting so crazy. It's almost like TV. Like back in the day when you'd hear the hum of like a tube TV, and then it'll stop, and then it's almost like someone goes and turns it back on, click, click, and then it's like a louder hum or a ring, and then it'll switch ears. And like we were documenting it because it was like so weird. And I'm like really convinced that they're doing stuff with like 5G and the 6G and doing stuff to our heads. So yeah. And I am gonna get one of those beanies that block out the EMF. It's like a tinfoil hat, but it's a beanie to start out that blocks the EMF and the other stuff out of it. They have full on clothes. A persistent low frequency hum has invaded the city of West Haven, Connecticut,
Oops.
according to many residents, leaving some shaken by an occurrence they're calling everything from mysterious to excruciating. For some time, residents of the city on the coast of Long Island Sound have believed the source of the hum to be local industry, and they're demanding a resolution. After circulating a petition and obtaining over 140 signatures, a group convinced the city council to spend $16,000 to hire a third-party acoustic firm. For years, our community has been plagued by a constant or intermittent humming noise and low frequency vibrations affecting multiple areas of town, the petition notes. This disturbing phenomenon occurs at all hours, disrupting our ability to sleep, concentrate, and enjoy life to its fullest. Many residents have reported increased levels of stress, anxiety, and special discomfort. Did you just say something?
No.
I think I heard an EVP. Did you make a noise?
There might be static in the back.
Going,
That
did that just happen a second ago?
it might have.
Okay. I don't know. I thought I heard an EVP for a second. There's been numerous complaints made about it over time. It adds, yet the source of this noise remains unresolved. We are deeply concerned about the long term health consequences this persistent noise pollution imposes on us. Mental health issues linked to low frequency hums, say, but not all. Told Fox Digital the sound at his highest level near his home. The sound is at its highest level near his home, yet his own children don't hear it. My house is the loudest of all the different locations in the area, he said. I would test in the morning, test in the evening. If I saw an elevated decibel reading, I would go up to the industrial zone and test the property line. In a city of almost 56,000 citizens, the difference of opinion and ideas about the issue is apparently common. This is a quality of life issue, no doubt, said Mayor Dorinda. We don't want people to be impacted. We don't want people's health to be impacted. The acoustic firm hired for the task will use 10 microphones to continuously listen for the hum over the course of 7 days. Government officials need to choose a week with low wind and no precipitation. People feel the hum differently, he continued. Some don't even hear it, others hear it. They're not bothered by it. Then there's a group that finds it very disturbing when they hear it. One person said she felt like she was going cuckoo when she heard the sound, and her family didn't.
Cuckoo.
I've been hearing the noise for over 4 years or whatever, and I thought it was just me going a little bit cuckoo, resident Rosemary Brooks said at a recent council meeting, but it's gotten to the point where it just gets in your chest. Bennett Brooks, president of Brooks Acoustics, a company in Connecticut and Florida, told Fox Digital, it's a problem that should be rectified. Lower frequencies are much harder to block than the higher frequency of sound. It can be very annoying. It's as if it shakes the dishes and windows in your kitchen. Connecticut has many noise ordinances, but these are few applicable government regulations that address low frequency noise, he said. Similar hums have been reported around the world, including, according to numerous sources, including Taos, New Mexico, Auckland, New Zealand, Windsor, Ontario. The hums are often, but not always, traced to factories or power plants. It keeps on going and going. But yeah, their pets hear it and all sorts of stuff. Oh, love, peace, paranormal. Hello, hello. Nice to see you stop by.
What the heck is that sound? This is weird. What the heck is that sound?
Yeah, that's pretty. That would be kind of annoying. Let's see See what this one sounds like.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
That's not a hum.
That's a pretty weird one.
Yeah, if that was going on constantly, it would start to get to you.
I've heard the booms here. I don't know what they are. I heard one the other day that it like shook the whole house. It was like,
No kidding, you're still getting them?
oh yeah,
See, I
yeah,
was thinking about that in the Springfield Underground because they're constantly tunneling down there. But I think there's more to it than just the underground tunneling.
Is a name often given
yeah. I don't know. This is let's see what this one sounds like.
Oh, hell no.
I don't know. Yeah, that would get annoying quick. Don't know. Yeah, those weird ones that sound almost like horns or something are pretty freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old gods blowing the horns. Yeah, who knows, man? I mean, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like some big kick-ass trumpets.
Especially that one.
Well, this other article that I have. Let me see here. Where to go? Stuff just disappeared on me again.
Get your ass back over here. Get your ass. Metal plates, yeah, it could. It could, it could, it could. Are you talking me? Was it Jason's or us last week that played the Gates of Hell again?
I think it was. Was it on his? I don't know. I missed the weird.
Oh, that's right.
I
That
showed
you
up. I
guys
showed
did.
up late for class. Better late than ever, right?
He surprised me. Ooh, what is?
New study: upend Stonehenge glacier theory. I didn't really know there was a glacial theory, but according to this article, there is a remarkable new study suggests that the sizable rocks that compromise Stonehenge, that comprise, not compromise, comprise Stonehenge did not arrive at the site via glaciers and instead were likely brought there by the ancient monument's human creators. Hmm. The intriguing determination, which upends popular theory surrounding the megalith's origins, was reportedly developed by researchers on Australia's Curtin University using what they described as advanced mineral fingerprinting techniques. That's some fancy exclamation. Specifically, the scientists examined hundreds of microscopic crystals found in the rivers surrounding Stonehenge to see if they matched what should have been found in glaciers had it passed through the region, and ultimately saw no evidence for proverbial ice carriage hypothesis. If glaciers had carried rocks all the way from Scotland or Wales to Stonehenge, that would have left a clear mineral signature on the Salisbury Plain, explained researcher Dr. Anthony Clark. Those rocks would have eroded over time, releasing tiny grains that we could date to understand their ages and where they come from. The lack of such signs being found by the study, he mused, makes the alternative explanation that humans moved the stones far more plausible, while Clark concealed that the process by which people transported the rocks remains up for debate. Yeah, because those are some big ass rocks.
Yeah.
The scientists confidently declared, what we do know is ice is almost certainly had no hand in the process. I don't
Hmm.
know. I don't know. I still, you know, I still wonder about the pyramids, like how they built them. How
Oh no.
I wonder
You
about.
missed that on Jason's Sunday. He had one, and again, they were trying to talk about people were the ones that like put this one together. It's like there is no way.
Yeah, and the pyramids were supposedly like you see on the that Grand Pyramid, the top cap, it had
The gold,
yeah, it's got like that, yeah,
like a
supposedly the
gold
top,
transmitter.
and the rest of the pyramids were supposedly covered in like a white plaster kind of stuff. All long gone now, but
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, pyramid. Those things are. You see pictures of them, and it's pretty deceiving. You don't realize how big they actually are until you actually see them. Or see them. With something that you can scale. To size. But I mean, even Coral Castle down, in South Florida. I mean, supposedly Ed Blankenshire and whatever his name is built that place by himself. You
I
know,
want to go there.
yeah, 5'4", like 120 pounds, moving those big ass rocks by himself. He said he had
And didn't he have that special fence, the gate that could open with a finger?
yeah, the gate to the place is it's I don't know how many
So they
tons.
couldn't put it back exactly how he had it.
Yeah, yeah, the bushing wore out, so they replaced it, and yeah, you can't. I mean, before supposedly you could just push it with one finger and it would just swing open. Now you got to actually lean on it and shove it to make it move. They couldn't get it back to the original state that he had it in.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
and we're supposed to be technologically advanced.
Yeah, we're supposed to be the smart ones.
Yeah.
Here, look, gobble this down real quick. Come here, baby. Gobble, gobble, gobble that. Here, look at cookie.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. Hey, gobble, hey, gobble, hey, gobble, gobble,
Gobble,
gobble.
gobble, gobble. Hey. Here,
Hey.
and don't you eat that here. You have a special cookie for you. Just because you're in here. And Day Day, come another cookie.
Yeah, tectonic plates shifting. Yeah, I've always wondered that. I usually hear that. I mean, I usually think that. I hear it on the internet, but I have heard it like, in real time a few times here. I've heard some weird stuff, but the booms are like really
The
like they
booms are crazy.
yeah, I mean it shakes my whole house, and it's not I don't know. It just feels deeper than, like, a meth lab blowing up down the street or something. It's
And the way it shakes, I hear, is like different than like there's something weird to it.
yeah.
I think I have one more that was kind of funny. Wait, what was it? What was it?
What?
Oh, this one's weird. The octopus.
Yep.
Do you know, like, a long ass time it was like $150 to go to Harvard. I had this really cool article about like old pictures and things in it, and they had an old admission to Harvard. It was like 150 for the whole like semester, the whole time. Okay. Okay. This coffee is good. Octopus could take over the world and build underwater one day. I've always thought octopuses were pretty alien pet. They are very, very. We talked about this again. They are
Yeah, they are.
right. Just recently, but they are good.
I don't like eating them, but
I don't like eating them, but those crunchy little tentacles. Professor Tim Coulson could never imagine his dog inheriting the earth, building a city of kennels with bones as currency. But he could easily imagine octopus squirming on land wearing breathing gear, knife in hand, tentacle to hunt deer and sheep. As much as it sounds like a cheesy sci-fi movie, this is what the University of Oxford biologist has suggested could be in the Earth's future. But on one condition, humanity has to be extinct, kind of like making a second dinosaur ice age. Coulson tells Metro that if humans were to be wiped off the map, it would pave the way for another species. The fate of all species is extinction. The universal history of us, author says. In fact, 99.9% of all species that have ever existed are extinct. So humans will go extinct. And how many times have we? Where'd it go? Come on. What the hell? Okay.
what the hell?
What the hell? What the
What the hell?
If we didn't cause extinction, fundamentally see sun's inevitable implosion in a few billion years will get us. That's not necessarily a bad thing, though, except, well, us. For us, imagine if the asteroid hadn't crashed into Earth 66 million years ago, Collusion says. Dinosaurs would still be around, and mammals would still be kind of rat-sized animals running around their feet. What would an octopus civilization look like? In much the same way that the dinosaurs dying off paved the way for us, our own vanishing act could pave the way for another species. Coulson doubts it will be primitives or primates who will inherit the earth. My money's on octopus. They're going to be the next civilization builders, he said. An octopus society could use tidal power as an energy source, farming crustaceans and looking up and dreaming of what life is like on land. They could make reverse scuba gear. They'd need to create robots to help them move around. You never know. They could be hunting deer. I'm not quite sure how they'd cook it underwater. Maybe a thermal vent. Are octopus really that smart? And I didn't share the video of it, but look it up. You can see octopus opening the jars off cans and all this stuff. And that's kind of what they're showing. Octopus with their donut-shaped brain and hundreds of millions of neurons have demonstrated intelligence in many ways. Studies have shown them wriggling out of mazes, building carts, even stealing fish from laboratory containers and covering their tracks. One octopus would actually get out of his tank, go into the tank next to it, and then go back into his own tank later. They had a camera because they're like, what is going on? Evolution can be thought of as creatures adapting to their environment, with intelligence being less about getting an A on a test and more about the cognitive skills that help an animal survive. A researcher in animal intelligence says nobody knows why they're smart. There's a lot of hype around them. They're not smarter than a pig or dolphin, but we're eager to make these comparisons, he said. Among the explanations as to why animals become smart is the social intelligence hypothesis. A dolphin fares better in a pod than solo. If there's the ecological intelligence hypothesis that critters are forced to become savvy to avoid predators or know where to find food. Well, they say safety in numbers, right? Especially in the ocean. Yet octopus tend to be loners and don't live long enough to form bonds. It's not the size of their brains either, with most neurons being in their tentacles. He suggests that octopus intelligence was years in the making. About 275 million years ago, their ancestor lost their shell, which it used to stay buoyant. This allowed them to slither in the cracks and hunt for prey. It also meant other predators could hunt them more easily, forcing them to develop large brains to outsmart their foes. He warns the octopus will always be limited, as they won't have overlapping generations like people do. The life humans live today does not stem from a single brain. We didn't learn from scratch how to light a fire or go to space. It took generations. So he says octopus may evolve to live longer. Humans evolved at a breakneck speed after Africa dried up a few million years ago. Similar environment push could happen to octopus. And then there's this whole part here on how humans got so smart. If not octopus, what else could succeed us? A Planet of the Apes style world is too boring. Dolphins, meanwhile, lack the dexterity to make tools. His next bet would be crabs, as you can imagine them doing all sorts of stuff with their pinchers, but they'd have to work on their intelligence. It's fun to speculate about, he adds, and the great thing about it is we'll be extinct. So when all of this happens, no one can prove me wrong. So, yeah, I don't know about that. I seem to think that humans keep getting extinct and then we keep starting like back over again and over again. And like say the pyramids was how smart we got before we died out again. All those tools, all the diamond bits, all that stuff just breaks down, rots down, returns back to the earth.
Yeah. I don't know. They're definitely smart creatures.
Yeah. But to put on reverse scuba gear and then like walk the earth, I don't know. Salamanders, or what was it that developed that second eyelid to come up, in the water. They didn't always have that.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was salamanders or what that was. It grew that second eyelid. Like cockroaches and octopus, they always have been like an alien type thing. That's what I was thinking about in the ocean when I think about like alien life or like octopus and stuff.
I was looking for a cord here that I was going to try to plug in, but I cannot find it.
Wait, what questions? Don't be sorry about questions. Ask as many questions as you want. I love when people ask questions. I like it a lot.
What is the square of the hypotenuse triangle?
I like that shirt.
This
It kind of matches the background a little bit.
and blending.
Your cat. Wait, where did the rug go?
Yeah, so I mentioned the other day, last week, I guess, seems like the other day. Oh, I mentioned a week ago that I saw a sign for we have a new cryptid um, exhibit here. Yeah. And I
Ah,
found it, and let me see. It is at Ripley's, believe it or not.
you have one of those there too?
What's that? A Ripley?
A
Oh, yeah.
Ripley's? We have one in San
Oh,
Francisco.
really?
Like, we have a wax museum next to
Yeah.
it. So
Our
do
wax
we.
museum is next to Ripley's, but it's not
Like the same little,
down the road a ways.
yeah, Pier 39. We've got our Ripley's. It's got the big fountain of water thing in the front, like the spigot.
Let's see here. There was an actual article on it. God knows where it was when I seen it.
I seen it.
I seen it. I learned it earlier.
I heard it. I seen it. I learned it. I lost it.
I definitely lost it. Maybe it's on coast to coast. Let's see. Was it there? UFO?
You go to history.
Stonehenge. There's a mushroom that makes your brain see little people.
Mm, I almost read that today. They were talking about like carpet people that like climb up stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted to do that and I totally forgot about it. They said wait 15 minutes before you eat this or something, or you're going to see like little people.
Let's see what it says real quick.
Yeah, dude, that was hilarious.
Imagine settling down with a steaming bowl of mushroom soup, and suddenly you're joined by a brigade of tiny people parading across the table. No, your brain hasn't been quantum entangled with Gulliver's travels. You've just met real fungus that reliably summons little Putian hallucinations. The culprit is a bullet. I don't know how to say that word. It's messing my brain up. It's like I'm on mushrooms or something like that gum. Bullet mushroom called Lanmoa acetica. Aztecs. Ooh, Aztecs don't sound good. A woodsy relative of a porcini treasured for its umami richness in parts of Asia. In China's Yunnan province, people know how to cook it thoroughly before eating. Leave it undercooked, and you might start seeing Zhao Rin Rin, literally little people. Doctors in a local hospital treat hundreds of such cases each year when patients reporting pint sized elves crawling over walls and marching under doors. What makes the species scientific gold is that these hallucinations are remarkably consistent across different individuals and cultures, unlike the wildly variable visions from classic psilocybin mushrooms. That means when two people eat it, they don't see a personal fantasy of non swirls or melting clocks. They both see tiny humanoids. Wow, that's interesting. The predictability invites comparison to the curious phenomenon of DMT. Elves, the small entity like beings frequently reported by users of powerful psychedelic DMT, despite vastly different chemistry and delivery methods, both experiences point to a curious feature of the human brain. Under certain conditions, it's reliably generates tiny, tiny social beings, as the perception contains built-in miniature character setting through some posit through some posit the DMT elves may be a form of alien life. Researchers led by biologist Colin Domnar are on the trail of the mystery. I bet they are. They failed to know any other compounds like psilocybin or muskimoy in the fungus that suggests the mushroom harbors a generally new kind of brain tweaking compound that scientists have never isolated before. This one makes you see tiny people. And if I took it and you took it, supposedly we would both see tiny people. Whereas if we just took regular trippy mushrooms, you might see melting clocks on the wall, and I might see tiny people building the clocks that melt. I don't know.
Now, would we be seeing the same tiny
That's
people? Like, if I'm like, yo, look at those ones climbing up the chair, would you be like, yeah, I see those climbing up the chair?
that one's wearing red shorts and a purple shirt. And you'd be like, so is mine. Are they the same? Are we
Or
seeing?
were we just like feeding off of it?
Yeah.
Reminds me of meth carpet leprechauns, but that's more of a lack from sleep, I think. When people see the carpet leprechauns.
Carpet leprechaun. Underwear gnomes? Yep. I don't know. Weird.
Underwear gnomes from South. Phase 1, we steal the underwear. Phase 2, phase 3, we make money.
Chef. Chocolate. Salty balls. Oh, I was looking for the damn Ripley's ad. Ripley's. Believe it or not.
Yeah, and you know what? Some people were saying, like,
Uh-oh.
I just gave them their medicine 5 or so minutes ago. Okay, that's the alarm for the medicine. But someone was saying that what happens probably is this because we only use parts of our brain and yada yada. That might open the part like because we can't see everything. Animals see stuff that we don't see, things like that. That maybe there's something in it that is allowing us to see things that we can't normally see.
Could be. Here's the old Ripley's.
Or they could be frying balls.
Yeah, they're probably going to ding me for playing this. Let's play it real low. Well, that wasn't much of a video. Hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna get fucked over it. What was it supposed to be though?
Well, that's the same video.
Is that a stick bug?
That that is the skeleton of the Jersey Devil, but it's a fake.
Oh,
But yeah, they have
oh, the cryptids exhibit you're talking about.
yeah, they're closer than you think. Yeah, there was a video earlier, like a news thing that came and interviewed him, but I don't know where it's at now. So, anyways, but yeah, that's where it's at. Is Ripley, believe it or not? It's funny. I got an uncle that it was just his birthday the other day. He's 92, and he is like the family storyteller. He's like sharp as a tack, still moving slow, but the brain function is totally there. Writes amazing stories, like real life stories, and is like the family historian, and he knows a little about everything pretty much. And just like, I don't know, it was like Thanksgiving or something a couple of years ago. I was talking to him, and I said something about going to the Ripley's um, museum, which is, it's a cool building that we have here. Let me see if I can pull a picture of it real quick. It's a castle, actually. Let's see. That's a pretty crappy picture. There it is. That's a good picture to put up on there. Bada bing, bada bam. This is what Ripley's looks like, and it's not a built building for Ripley's. It's actually a castle that's been here, a building castle that's been here for a long, long time. But
Oh, yours is way better. Ours is like on a little strip. Like, look up San Francisco Ripley's, and you'll see how it's just like a little area on like the Fisherman's Wharf side, in between like a bunch of stuff. Like, and you guys have the better restaurant too. What's that Rainforest Cafe? We have a Rainforest Cafe on that street, but the best one I ever been to was in Florida.
oh yeah, at down in Disney.
Mm. I had a picture of me out in front by the big old shroom by the door. Yeah, San Francisco. And there's like a big faucet right in the front.
Believe it or not, San Francisco.
Is that it?
Yep.
Yep.
And then there's like a wax museum over there and like some other stuff. So you just kind of walk down the street and you walk into little souvenir shops and such.
Cool.
So you've got a big old building.
Yeah, it's actually it's a pretty cool building, and they actually do like ghost investigations in that building. It's pretty cool.
Didn't was it who was it? I saw a ghost thing on Ripley's and I don't remember like what room it was. I think we covered it on something on like Jason's show. Was it the monkey paw? Like a monkey or the angel's foot or the princess paw foot? Someone touched the princess mummy foot in the Ripley's.
Hmm. I can't remember.
That almost looks like Casa Bonita.
Yeah, yeah, but a couple years ago, whatever, Thanksgiving, something like that, I mentioned something about Ripley's, and I was going to go down there with my friends that do the ghost tours and blah blah blah, and my uncle was like, "Oh yeah, I remember back, in 19 whatever, uh, Robert Ripley and me were hanging out and blah blah blah," and he's like friends with Robert Ripley, and like he's just
Seriously?
yeah, yeah,
That doesn't surprise me.
yeah, yeah. He's done a little bit of everything. Pretty amazing, dude.
And that's your uncle
Yeah,
from your dad or your mom?
that's my mom's brother. Yeah, like the score system that NASCAR uses to this day is pretty much he designed that whole scoreboard system.
No kidding.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah. It was cool. He came over to my shop one day and he's like, "Hey, can you do some fiberglass work for me?" And I'm like, what do you need?" And he's like, "I got all these plates and I need the back of them fiberglass." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, what are they?" And I forget what it was. It was something that I think it was something that goes up in the scoreboard and there are these plates that he needed them all like fiberglass reinforced.
Is
But
that the one that has like the numbers or whatever on it, the plates that change?
it may have been. I can't remember. It was something to do with one of the scoreboards there, and
So you had a piece of that.
yeah,
That's cool, Rob. See, you are such a part. I mean, you are a part of St. Augustine. That definitely runs in your blood.
yeah,
That is really cool. I'm glad you've got to stay there. And
yep. Never thought about leaving St. Augustine until recently.
what would make you want to leave?
It's just getting so crowded here and so crazy. Traffic is like,
But
I mean,
where would you go if everywhere else, like, because that's what I think too, though. But it's like, where would you go that's not going to have all that?
going over toward like when I went over and played that gig last weekend over in Palaca. You know,
Uh,
Palaca's always been like this podunk little town. Everybody like makes fun of it, but dude, it's happening over there.
and you
it's
don't think that's going to fill up too?
it's yeah. I mean, it's gonna eventually, get busy, but it's just got a real cool little music scene. It's got some good, um, restaurants and stuff, and some art places, and but it's still just like little old town, like no traffic to speak of.
So we can split some land, and then when I'm ready, I can bring an RV up there. And
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is there's lots of land over there. Like here is it's just, I mean, St. Johns County where I live, St. Johns County is supposedly one of the fastest developing and richest counties in the state of Florida now. So
yeah,
it sucks. I mean, if we hadn't have built our house when we did, there is not a chance in snowball chance in hell we could do it nowadays. So
that's crazy.
we got in on the tail end of it.
Yeah, you hit that at the right time. So the house you're in right now, you actually built?
Yeah.
Who made the plans?
Well, I didn't build it myself. That we had a contractor that built it.
But like, who picked the plans for it? Was it kind of like track housing, and they're like, "This is kind of like what's in your neighborhood," and so you're having it built, or
Yeah, it was a program through the county, and yeah, they gave us like different options, and so we could kind of design it the way we wanted.
the customized closets or customize the kitchen appliances?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I wish I had a grandpa that was going to leave me $1 billion as a legacy. That would be pretty awesome. But no, no,
Yeah.
not going to happen. But I do buy lottery tickets, so who knows? You could be talking to a millionaire. You know,
Never know.
somebody's got to win it, right?
I don't know. In I mean, certain amount of years now, I'm probably going to be either heading towards that way or heading north to Seattle, Washington area where my cousins have like moved up to.
Yeah,
Like once things change down here.
yeah.
And that's probably, and I'll be getting probably some sort of small thing like an RV, something I can move around in and go from there.
Yeah, when I had the money, I wish I'd have bought one of those like transporter vans or whatever. But that's the plan. One of these days is to get a van camper type thing, and my house has wheels. It rolls with me from the lakes. down to the sea.
I mean, I used to like just camping out my Durango and like playing house and living in there a lot, you know?
Yeah,
If I have things the way, condensed how I want it, I don't need that much room.
yeah.
But I do want a spot for a workshop somewhere.
Special Power says, hypothetically, if Florida and California coast fell into the water, where would you go?
Hmm.
Hmm.
I would probably have to go up north.
Yeah, I would myself if Florida fell into the ocean. But hey, it could happen because we're basically just a big ass sandbar.
But you have family too, more mid, don't you?
I got a lot of family in North Carolina.
Like I got family like in Arkansas and some places out that way, Missouri that way. But I'd probably go to like up north,
Yeah,
Seattle,
I used
Washington.
to I used to never think I would move inland from here. And when I say inland, I'm not talking like, middle of the United States. I'm talking like
Yeah,
inland, like, you know,
and inland.
20, 30 miles inland.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, there's like, it's pretty cool, like over in that area. And it's not really that far from here. And I mean, they got everything that they got grocery stores and Home Depot and whatever, whatever places like that. And then there's just tons of little mom and pop stores everywhere, bakeries and, plant places where you can grow stuff. And that's the thing, you got room to grow stuff over there. And it's mainly a farming community. And it's right on the um, St. John's River. So,
and that's good for like exchange or bartering and stuff too. If you grow something, it's like I'll trade you some of this for some of that, depending what it is.
yeah, trade the 2 pounds of Cincy Bud for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what would happen here. I mean, Florida has a definite, California definitely you're on a fault line. So
Oh, they're already working us. They're talking about dropping us like for a while now.
yeah, and Florida, I mean, like you say, we're a big ass sandbar, so
Mm-hmm.
get washed over. It's been 1964 was the last year that we got a major hurricane in the St. Augustine area. We're like in this little armpit of the state up here, and for some reason, it doesn't. Hurricanes like come close, but they don't
All
really.
gonna blow through or
Yeah,
by past.
uh, yeah. 64 was the last major hurricane that we had come through here, so it's been quite a while. And luckily, now that I say that, we'll probably get our ass kicked next year. But yeah, I mean, if we get a major hurricane here, we're pretty much screwed. Whole town, downtown floods on a full moon and a high tide. And if it blows northeast, well, yeah, we're the whole downtown area is flooded. Just it's a given.
It legit floods on a full moon.
Full moon, high tide, especially if there's a northeaster or something. And it's funny because all the people that move here, that aren't really, locals, they've only been here a couple of years or, 5 or 6 years, and they're like, "Oh, it's getting worse. The flooding's getting worse." No, it's not. Not in the 62 years that I've been here. I remember it flooding when I was a little kid, and it still floods the same as it did back then.
We're coming up on a full moon now in a couple days.
Yep. Yeah, there's roads that at high tide, full moon. If we have any kind of king tide or anything, it's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
gonna flood. There's no question about it. It's gonna flood.
that's what it's made for. I can't believe that area has taken so much beating for so long too, and it still looks the way it does.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the Fort Castilla de San Marcos. It's been here, 400 years.
It's
Still,
like they knew the water and stuff, like how it would have to like recede back, and they like made it.
yeah, yeah, exactly, Debbie. So what's up with the moon? The We're going to the moon. They keep saying, but they're not really going to the moon. They're
We're
gonna
not going to the moon.
supposedly going around it, but well, we've never done that either. So, man, wasn't it yesterday or was it today the Challenger blow up in?
Yesterday, the 28th, I think it was,
Yeah,
or today.
yeah, yeah. I remember that. Like when it happened, I was in school. And I watched it. Big bada boom.
I haven't been able to watch that video again until I watched it today. I made myself watch it because I would see like little pieces of stuff, but like ever since watching, I think I was 12 when I saw it on TV when it happened. It just broke my heart so much. And then watching it again, and then when it happens. Like I knew what happened when I was a kid, before they announced it. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, yeah. I was taking a class at the technical center here, and we were watching it. But I guess that'll wrap it up for us because it's after 2 o'clock in the daggone morning.
Why, yes, it is.
So I reckon I'm gonna get on getting. Yeah, I was gonna play this tonight. Maybe I'll do it next week. Go old school with the.
Yeah,
I'll find a chord and.
I have mine that you sent me.
There you go.
Remember when we first started talking?
Yep. Yeah, that was way back. How many years ago was that?
I don't even know. But I didn't have one, and you had a couple. I think you had given, or you did a giveaway or something, and then you sent me one.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, I was so juiced.
I bought like I don't know. I bought like 6 or 8 or 10 of these things. I found somebody that was selling them, and I figured out how to do the hack off of
Because they were the right ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually got some pretty
Oh,
cool.
yeah, you even hacked it for me before you sent it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I've got that. I've got the SB, whatever it is.
I have my big ones. Ooh, SB7 right here.
Yeah. Oh, that's the big one, huh? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, not SB7, 11, right?
Yeah. I still got the Ghost Arc in there.
The Ghost Arc.
Ghost Arc. The one that everybody bought that like said it didn't work, blew up, fell apart.
Oh, yeah.
I actually got one that worked.
Yours worked.
Yeah. Tried to sell it a couple times. Somebody wrote me a while back, like a collector that wanted to buy it, but never did.
You haven't put up in a while.
Yeah, the ghost box that I bought and never got.
How many has it been 3 Christmases now or 4?
It's been like
5?
something. Yeah, it's been forever. That sack of shit. Jeremy
It
dickhead.
might be a little bit of time, maybe it might be time just to put a little reminder up.
Yeah. Yeah, I found some of the old ones. One of the old ones popped up on my Facebook
Like,
memories.
I won't forget.
Like, yeah, I still haven't forgot your ass. I'll run into you one of these days.
Yeah, I may not say anything for a while. Might not be today. Might not be tomorrow. Might not be next week or next year. But you're going to keep hearing from me.
Get my money out of your ass one of these days.
Or I'm just going to harass you. I did that to the lady, church lady that stole my Casio keyboard.
Ah,
hmm I had a good time with that. Her ex-husband was a cop.
nice.
He's on my side.
Yeah. Well, cool. Catch y'all
Cool,
next.
cool.
May try and be here for old paranormal soup. I still got to get that Dropbox working. Jason sends me all the weird Wednesday. The weird.
He had a problem last week with it himself.
Yeah, I can't get it to work. I don't know. It says expired. Your thing is expired. Blah blah blah. I completely deleted it, reset it up, and it's still the same. I go to click on the stuff he sends me. Won't let me show it. Won't let me download it. I get frustrated, and I'm just like, yeah. My old man, get off my lawn, shows up.
Gotta shake the fist at the same time. Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn. Swamp apes. All right. We're out of here.
All right.
As always, love you guys. And see you. See you next time. Good night, everybody.